Guys, if you're looking for one of those polished, scripted, beautiful reviews of a product that looks like it was done on a soundstage with all the nice set dressings and all that stuff, this ain't that. This is an old man using a piece of equipment. If you want to know if your brain is capable of doing the thing, and if it does the thing that your brain wants it to do without breaking your brain, this is the right review for you. Check it out. K7 DAC headphone amp by Fosi. Got some cool tricks. Let's dig into this. Inside the box, we got ourselves a manual here, and it's got stuff. It has information and stuff and pictures. Inside here, we have the unit itself, and we'll look at that here in a second. We also have a power supply here, and we have some cordage. One of them is for the power supply. This one, I don't know if this came with this or not. It may have. I opened this once before, and we got a cable here and the antenna here. All right, let me start getting this stuff figured out. All right, we have our little dude fired up. Not connected to any audio sources or anything yet, but it's popped this up, so I don't know I'm going to figure all this out. There's some mic volume, okay, and that is the headphone volume. Awesome. All right, let me do a little more digging. So simply fumbling my way through this, I plugged up the USB cord back here. It goes to the back of my computer, the USB output thing, my jigger. Now I'm going to go in here and see if I can find it as a device and get a signal to that. All right, so I opened up system and sound, and it's already selected Fosi Audio K7 default device for speakers. Let's look at the mic. It's automatically selected Fosi Audio K7 on the mic. So that's a plus, and both of them are set as default right now. Now I can still plug in my other mic, but I'm just getting this thing started and figuring this out. So we got that set for mic and speakers. That's where we are. All right, for testing, I've got the Audio-Technica. I believe these were the 30 series, and I've got these Mackies. They were in the upper level of Mackie's drivers. I can't remember which ones they are. They weren't the biggest ones, but they were the one down. Anyway, they have 50 millimeter. I believe they have 50 millimeter drivers, and these I think have 30 millimeter drivers. Guys, first of all, I had to do nothing really. It's super simple to set this up. I just plugged it in, plugged in my headphones, plugged in a mic, and it just works. I mean, it automatically picked up the stuff on the computer, and it just worked right out of the box. There's a whole lot more to this, a whole lot more, and I'm still figuring it out. There's buttons. So down here, you got whatever it is. Let's see. There we go. Input. What is that first one? Can't quite. Oh, it's power. Okay, yeah. Input. So that selects between inputs, and you got output, and a bypass, and a whatever that is. I think that's for the other kind of mic. So there's two different kind of mics that you can use. Right now, I'm going to test it. I haven't done it yet with a regular lav mic because it plugs right in straight in there. I've just got a lav mic plugged in. This is a good sounding mic, so it'll give me a good test. This thing is ultra simple. I'm digging it. I still have to play with it some to tell you guys what I think about it. But right off the bat, I put my headphones on and I played one of my bass heavy tracks. Oh man, the difference between using the computer's headphone output and this, they're not even in the same spectrum. This thing gives so much more authority to the headphones. Dude, like, okay, not not just loudness, but like dynamic loudness, like hit. Everything has crunch and hit and pop, right? Huge. If you guys are debating on whether to get a headphone amplifier of some kind, don't even think about that. Just figure out which one you're going to get, because game changing, man. This guy right here sounds phenomenal. I don't know if it's the best different amplifiers, but I will say of the ones I've heard, this one blows everything else away. But what any good headphone amplifier is going to do is blow away a low power output off the back of your computer. It's huge. It's not a small difference. It's not a subtle difference. It grabs you by your skull and slams your head into the wall difference. Whoo, baby. So first of all, I've had both these headphones for a while. The Audio-Technicas I've had for longer. The Mackies sound good. If you're wondering about which one of those you should get, okay. If you like your highs crystal clear, you like, you know, a good ripping guitar, you want a good clear, clean sound, and also the most accurate sound, as the way it's actually coming in, it's not getting colored in any way, then the Audio-Technicas are going to give you a lot more studio accuracy. Because I've done this mix on speakers, I know exactly what it sounds like, and these sound like the speakers. The Mackies are going to give you a little bit more rolled off in the top end highs. Highs are softened just a bit, and they're boosted. The tone is boosted a little bit in about the 80 to 100 hertz range. You get a little bit more of that, a little bit more of the lower male register, and it also kind of sounds a little bit more like this than like this. So it's a little bit more stifled. If you want a subdued sound, the Mackies are good. If you want crystal clear, accurate studio sound, Audio-Technica. Just can't beat them. And I think those were actually, at the time, the same price or maybe less than those. They both feel great. Anyway, this isn't a headphone review. I'm just telling you the real deal. If somebody that actually uses the shit, this is me. So, on to the thing. I opened up Audacity and it automatically had the Fosi Audio K7 selected as a recording device, and it did not have it selected by default as the output for the speakers. So we're going to change that. But it did have the recording device automatically selected, and now it has the speaker selected. So now we're going to be able to get our sound in and out of this. Now let's test. We're going to test with the microphone. Now I'm just going to have the microphone laying down here on my keyboard. Not ideal, but we're doing things. We're doing stuff. So the microphone's about a foot away from my head, maybe a tad bit more. And we're going to see if we can record without doing anything else. Test, test, test. Okay, that's showing up. Now I'm going to go over here to the mic volume button, and I'm going to turn that up, and we're going to keep talking. Test, test, test. It may be cutting it back on its own where the volume's maxed out. Let's turn the volume down. We're going to go down to volume 1. Test, test. Okay, that's doing what it's supposed to do. Let's go up to volume 4. Test. Yep, it's showing up there. Go up to 6. We're getting a little bit more volume. That looked good. Crank it up to 8, and we're getting substantially more. And at 10, I would call that very, very good audio volume. So without having to change anything, that's looking good. Let's do a little bit of pop, 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 pop. Check 1, check 2. Oh, we got some clipping there, but that was me getting loud. So yeah, I would call that a good signal. I'm going to listen back to that and see what it sounds like. All right, guys. Now, right now you're hearing the camera microphone, but we're going to be switching to a well-placed lapel mic. Now, I got my lav over here on my side. It's in the beard of bass, so we're going to be getting something that resembles reasonably good audio, and I'm going to be switching it. So if you guys will look at the screen here, we're going to start recording now. So I am currently on the Fosi headphone booster, and I'm using the lapel mic to record this audio. And I'm going to go down here, and we're setting at audio volume 10 on the mic. I'm going to turn that down to 8. That's volume 8. Then we're going to go down to 6. That's volume 6. That's 4, volume 4. That's volume 2. I'm just going in jumps. And so we went all the way to 0. Let's go back up to 10. And you get to hear the audio. I'm going to actually put this audio track on the video so you guys can hear it. And let me get some radio announcer characteristics going on here. Hey, this is CAE at CAE Radio, dropping nothing but the hits. Gonna lay it on you like a slab of bologna. Get down, baby. Let's rock and roll. Yeah. All right, so on the back of this unit, we have coax in and RCA's out. That could be fun. All right, so you got your output button. You press that, it goes from headphones, which is where it's at right now, to the line out. The back here. I got mine running over to an amplifier on the sub, and that little 6.5 right there. And the volume works. The volume works for your speakers as well as your headphones. Pretty cool, right? And I think if we check different inputs, that just turned off. Now what happened then was, whenever I switched the input away from this, it automatically changed the output to my alternate output. So, and this would be the input it's trying to pair with the device. We'll see how that works. I'm using the device that I would pair it with right now, so it's kind of a thing, but it's ready to do that. I will check it and make sure it's working appropriately. All right, so right now I'm on Bluetooth. You see it says blue, and it's doing the thing over there. But I could also choose the output to be different and put it on headphones or over there. It's very cool. So you can use a Bluetooth input, a line input, a Bluetooth input, line input, or output, Bluetooth or USB input, and then a line output, headphones, and that's also a coaxial demo flitchy. Yeah, it's got lots of functions. Right now I'm Bluetoothed on it, and it'll do the thing. It'll do the thing with headphones, whatever. So it's a Bluetooth. It can be a Bluetooth speaker connection for headphones to be Bluetooth, if as long as you're stationary. Now the point is, I didn't have to figure out anything on this thing. I literally just plugged stuff into it, and it just worked. And I mean, I'm a doofus. So you got your inputs right here. You can switch between. So if we switch the input from Bluetooth to optical, okay, there's an optical apparently, and then coaxial, yeah, and the USB. And the USB is going to make it connect to the computer, because that's how I'm connected. So there's an optical back here somewhere. Right there. Yeah, that's an optical input. So there's coaxial and optical, and there's a one of those. I can't think what they're called. SLR, I think. My words are not good. But yeah, even doofus like me can get this thing working without any issue. So, and that tone mic thing, I'm not sure. Oh, I think what that does is allow you to take the mic control and turn it into a tone control or a mic. So you can switch it between tone or mic. And then this guy here is on and UAC. I don't know what that means. Don't know. I haven't read the instructions yet. But yeah, this thing is really cool and it sounds great.